Hey everyone, this is Scott. I am going to show you how to make a cherry cheesecake that my aunt actually taught me how a long time ago. And it is very good. It's not the kind that you bake, but it's the kind that you mix. So let's get started. Okay, I'm going to show you the ingredients that we're going to need to make this cheesecake. And actually that's my prop that I set the camera up on. Yeah, those are dog bones and frosted flakes. But anyway, there's two main parts to this recipe. It's the filling, which you really need like one thing of Philadelphia cream cheese, just plain, and then one can of Eagle brand milk. We're probably going to put like a third of a cup of real lemon juice in the mixture, and then probably like probably 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. So that's the filling. As far as the crust, all we really need is probably like 1 cup of sugar, which is right here, 1 pack of Honey Made graham crackers, 1 stick of butter. Yeah, this recipe is not healthy for you at all. And then we're going to use some peanut butter, a peanut butter with Jif's extra crunchy peanut butter. And I'll show you how we're going to use that. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to take all these ingredients and dump them into the mixer right here. So we're going to take a third cup of lemon juice, probably a tablespoon of vanilla extract, this cream cheese right here, and this whole thing of Eagle brand milk. And we're just going to put it in the mixer, and then we're probably going to mix it, I would say, probably for like maybe 15 minutes. Okay, I have all the ingredients in here now, and one thing that you want to do, you see that big block of cream cheese, what you want to do is you just kind of want to break it apart so that when you go to mix, it mixes nice and easy. So you just kind of want to break it apart because it'll be harder to mix, you know, like if you just have like 1 block of cream cheese. So break it apart like that before you mix it. Okay, next thing we want to do is we actually want to mix it. And I'm not going to show the mixing. That's going to have to happen for like 15 minutes, but I'm just going to at least get it started. So just kind of start out slow, a little bit like that. And then once you see it starts to mix up a little bit, then you let it rip. So turn up the speed. Let's see what I have it at. Probably like a 3. And just let that go for like 15 minutes. But I'm not going to show it all in film, but we just kind of want to let it go for 15 minutes, and then after 15 minutes it'll be really nice and creamy and fluffy. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to make the crust. And again, the ingredients are stick of butter, pack of graham crackers right here, and about a cup of sugar, and then we're going to use this jar of extra crunchy peanut butter. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take the butter out of the package and we're going to microwave it for like about a minute just to melt it down. Okay, so I'm just going to take this over to the microwave and we're going to try to melt this down here. Oh my gosh, who did this to the butter? Gosh, laziness. Who did this? Oh well, it's on the video, I don't care. So we're just going to pop this in and microwave it for about a minute. If you need more than a minute, probably take like 30 seconds. And if you need more than another 30 seconds, just keep doing it until the butter is melted all the way down. Okay, while the butter is in the microwave, and I heard it just beep, so I believe it's done. We're just going to kind of let that sit for now. The next thing we want to do is we want to put our graham crackers in the pie plate, and we want to grab the jar of peanut butter. And we're not going to actually put peanut butter in our recipe, but I am basically going to use this jar of peanut butter to actually pound the crackers so that I grind them up really, really good. And so you just kind of mash on it. And this will probably take you about, with two hands, because I'm going to stop the camera. It's hard to do it with one hand and try to film at the same time. But it'll probably take you like maybe 3 to 5 minutes to get it all ground up, you know, really nice and fine. So I'm going to take some time and do that right now before I break the pie plate. You know what? I made a mistake. I normally don't ground up the graham crackers in the pie plate. That was actually very hard to do, so I stopped, and I really need to use this bowl right here. So I'm actually going to transfer everything into this bowl, and I'm going to grind them up there. Because this thing is, I guess, I don't know, it's like, it feels like it's going to break when I use that jar of peanut butter. So I'm going to do everything in this bowl right here. It's a lot easier. So you just keep doing this for like 3 to 5 minutes. And it'll be nicely ground up, ready for the next step. Okay, I'm done pounding the graham crackers. Now I have my butter. As you can see, it's nicely melted. I'm just going to dump it in there. And I'm not going to stir it yet because I'll probably get burned if I do. And then I'm going to put my sugar in here as well. Wow, that's a lot of sugar, but I tell you, this is going to really taste good. And one ingredient that I did forget is cinnamon. I'm going to go and grab that real quick. On second thought, you know, I like cinnamon, but I like nutmeg better. So I'm just going to use nutmeg, and I'm going to dump in probably about a teaspoon of nutmeg. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to mix this up. Okay, now that it's mixed up, I'm going to walk over here and I'm going to preheat the oven to 400 degrees. So I just hit bake and then 400 degrees and then hit start right here. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my stuff from my pie crust and I'm just going to dump it into the pan right here, the pie plate. And then I'm basically just going to take my hands, and I did wash my hands, everyone. I've been sitting around kind of watching sports all day, so you know what happens sometimes when guys just sit around all day and they just sit on the couch. But yes, I am going to wash my hands, or I did wash my hands, and I'm going to you know, take this crust and mold it around the plate. But I just want to take a little break really quickly and show you the outside. It's New Year's Eve, and it just snowed for the first time this year in Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio. So actually it's probably the second time, but this is like the first major snow. We didn't get any snow on Christmas. So here you go. If you've never seen snow, this is what it looks like. Here's my backyard. Okay, I'm going to take this crust and I'm just going to kind of mold it around the pie plate with my hands. And yes, I did wash my hands, so you know I'm always clean, so nothing to worry about as far as germs or anything like that. Okay, here is the pie crust, and I'm getting ready to put it in the oven. And I want everybody to say hello to Brody, our Bernese Mountain Dog. I think he's like 5 years old, weighing in at 130 pounds. Say hi, Brody. Say hi, Brody. Brody. Say hi. Say hi. Okay. All right, I'm going to put this in the oven. The oven's quite not ready yet, but I'm just going to put it in anyway for like 12 minutes, even though it's not up to 400 just yet. And I'm going to ask Miss Alexa to give me a timer for 12 minutes. Alexa, set timer for 12 minutes.
12 minutes, starting now.
Thank you. Okay, I'm going to put the pie crust in here now. And in 12 minutes, I'll take it out and show you guys what it looks like. Okay, while this mixer is still going, it probably has like maybe 5 minutes to go. And then the crust is in the oven right now, and it probably has like maybe 7 minutes to go. So while you have all this free time on your hands, it's probably a good time to clean up a little bit. Okay, I'm sad. My pie crust actually was in the oven too long, and I think 12 minutes was too much. So I got to do this over. I did taste it. It does taste okay, but we are taking it to a party tomorrow for New Year's Day, and I want it to be perfect. So I got to start this pie crust from scratch. It's not going to take too long. So hopefully I can do it right the next time. I'll show you what it looks like after I'm done. I'll be right back. Okay, the butter is done melting again. I'm making my second crust, remember. So I gotta take this out right now. I remember that butter dish. Look what I did. I cleaned it up, put a new stick in there. See, it's not so bad. It's not so hard to be neat. Here is my second chance at the pie crust. Actually, I let the oven this time get all the way up to 400, and then I left the pie crust in there for like 5 minutes, and that's it. And what you want to kind of do is just to kind of make sure it just kind of sticks to the pie plate, and it did. And so now we're ready to take the pie filling and pour it into the plate. Okay, this is what it looks like so far. Now what I'm going to do is now that I have the pie filling in here, I'm just going to stick it in the fridge for a couple of hours, and then I am going to take one of these cans of cherries and put on top. I don't know if I should use the Lucky Leaf or if I should use the Duncan Hines Comstock. I'll probably use Duncan Hines, but I'll let you see it when it's done. So I gotta let this go in the fridge for like 2 hours, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like after it's done in 2 hours. Be right back. Okay, now that we have to wait 2 hours just for the pie filling to set up in the pie plate. We should use our time wisely and clean up. But before I clean up, I'm going to do something that everybody likes to do. Do you know what it is? It is basically taking the spatula and licking it. So I'm going to take a few moments and do that, because this pie filling is so good, especially with the lemon. Oh my gosh. I can eat the pie right now, just like it is right now. It doesn't even need to set up. I don't need the cherries on it. I can eat it just like this. All right, time to clean up. See you in a couple of hours. Actually, see you in a few seconds. I'm not going to film for a couple of hours while we're waiting. So, see you in a bit. I forgot one last thing that you want to do is you want to put a note on top of your cheesecake so that no one will take it out and eat it. Okay, here it is, finally out of the fridge. And actually, you know, last night I left it in longer than 2 hours. I actually went out to celebrate New Year's Eve and didn't put the cherries on after 2 to 4 hours. So it's actually like 12 o'clock New Year's Day, and I'm getting ready to remove the wax paper and put on the cherries. So this is what it looks like now, and I'm going to put the cherries on next. Okay, as I said, I was going to use the Duncan Hines cherries, and here we go. Just going to spread this out on the cheesecake. I'm going to show you what the finished product looks like. Okay, here it is. Cherries are all spread out, and now here it is, the finished product. Cherries are all spread out, and now if we wanted to, we can actually eat this. But I'm actually going to wait. We're taking this over to a New Year's Day party today, and we're going to eat it over there. So here is the finished product. Very nice. Okay, we are done. Thank you guys for watching my video, and hopefully you'll try this at home. You'll find that after you make it and people try it, they will love it. They will taste the nutmeg or cinnamon, whatever you decide to use in the crust, and they will just be blown away. Thank you again. Happy New Year, everyone.